Hi, I'm Fernando Arzu. I'm part of Visions 41, and this is my storyboard for the Haunted Memorial. I hope you enjoy. Hi, I'm Fernando Arzu. I'm part of Visions 41, and this is my presentation for the Haunted Memorial. Hope you enjoy. So this is my research board on the room I'm doing in this haunted memorial. And what I was doing is Civil War hospitals. And on set, the war makeshift camps and hospitals were set to treat the injured. And during this time, they weren't really aware of germs and bacteria from spreading. So a lot of the times, these wounds, and a lot of these wounds were simple, would get infected, and they would have to tend them or cut them off. And so I wanted to show the brutality of this room, of what it felt like to be a victim in a Civil War hospital, a patient in a typical hospital during the Civil War. And so I would reveal that that they would cut off the limbs of these patients, and it is an unfortunate event for them. So in my research board, I based it off of pictures of old hospitals and pictures from pictures of the wounded, and then I went on to you know get inspiration from a previous project that I did, which involved a lot of red lighting, because I wanted the room to have a lot of red light uh, aimed in the room, and it helped create that haunt, uh, the that scare, that fear of being in a room just full of red, not only by the red light, but also by these wounded men who had lost something that was a part of them. So it's just this constant, this 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 constant overflow of pain. So all these hospitals are just uh, old timing hospitals, and that's how I just envisioned my room looking like, just an old hospital, and being haunted by the ghosts of Civil War veterans. And that's would be my research project. Because of the extreme damage, surgeons often felt removing a limb was the best way to quickly save a life. In addition, gangrene played a major role in the high number of amputations that took place. There were an estimate of 50,000 amputations made over the course of the war, leaving many soldiers without arms or legs. And, and at the beginning of the war, many of the surgeons were unfamiliar and inexperienced at uh, at doing such surgeries, performing such risks. So so the sheer number of amputations quickly changed this, and the doctors soon doing numerous surgeries daily. These hospitals were generally warehouses, churches, barns, or other buildings that were confiscated for this purpose. They were often not large enough or equipped for this purpose and for meeting these needs of the injured. In addition, these camps and hastily created hospitals were often disorganized and chaotic. As the war continued, the use of these centers and hospitals changed and became increasingly more organized. So the first spot we see when we enter my room is the doorway that faces down into one of these hospital rooms. And I wanted to feel I wanted the audience to feel the tightness of what the room is, because there were so many injured and cluttered in a room. I wanted that feeling of claustrophobia and uncomfortable, feeling uncomfortable being in the presence of such a room that does such acts as, for example, amputation. And I have soldiers. I have soldiers from the north that are injured on the left side behind a scrim to represent these ghostly apparitions that are still in pain, still suffering from the wounds that they have received in the war. And when you look down from the doorway, you'll see the enemy of the wounded who have caused these injuries. And the next photo, we see that it is down the hallway, which is very tight and narrow and can give people that scare, and having to walk through, continue to walk through such a room and hear these men in pain. And it's almost, and see these men, it's almost they're all ghosts, just unrested ghosts. And then in the third photo we enter is where the amputations happen. It's the arms, the legs, the feet, uh, everything that is wounded is chopped off because they have got infected. And so we see the whole process of in this room that it is an unpeaceful, unrested hospital room for these men who are haunting this place and are still in pain. And I thought that would make it a little bit more scary just to witness the men um, still in pain even after so many years, even after death. And that's my room. How this connects to the story overall of this adventure through the maze is that Lincoln used to visit these wounded men, and would go visit these hospitals to put the men at ease because the president would come and visit. And so it was important just to venture through the room to see in basically seeing the point of view of what Lincoln had to go through. Men who are in pain, men who fought who fought for the right of their belief, men who fought for him. And so it was fair for Lincoln just to visit these men and put them in ease and thank them for their service that they have done. Thank you.